To the family, thank you very much for having us here today. It's a day that we are very sad to be gathering here today, but also a day that we should be celebrating, as we've heard. And as I was sitting there listening to the different speakers, we've heard about Baba Steve, Uncle Steve, of being a man who was selfless and passionate. He was international. He made sacrifices. He was supportive to anybody that would come to him. He would not just encourage you, but he would ask and require you to help develop this culture and this art industry of ours. He was a mentor, he was a big dreamer, and he was a visionary. And I think hearing all of those things, it's easy to say that he was a true leader for all of us here. This year has been not very kind to the arts and culture sector, with many of our leaders and many of our icons passing away. But as we remember them and as we remember Baba Steve and Uncle Steve today, we know that what they have left behind will not go to a loss. It's up to us, as many previous speakers have said, it's up to us to make sure that his and their works of many, many years do not go unrecognized. And it's in that respect that we have to figure out how to recognize our different icons in a way that is befitting to them. Baba Steve was widely recognized, as we heard, and for many different reasons. But it was because of his commitment, his passion, his vision, and his persistence that he was able to get to where he was in this world. To be able to be recognized as someone who was humble, who was able to have such knowledge and expertise in playwriting and acting, dancing, storytelling, directing, for being someone who was serious yet playful, for being someone who contributed to the development of the theatre and who championed the formation of the ZACT, the ZATCYP, and of course, Chiapo, resulting in a birth of avalanching professionals, practitioners in the form of actors and dancers throughout the country, but not just the country, the region, and as we've heard, the world. As mentioned by some previous speakers, it is time to take action for us to realize how to give true recognition to these leaders across our different genres. And it is now time for us to act in the shortest possible of time to work towards honoring these heroes in this dynamic, creative, and cultural sector. And my office will be doing just that. There were many, many awards that Uncle Steve accumulated over his illustrious career, spanning decades, including the Silver Jubilee Award that was part of similar awards honoring 25 luminaries in arts and culture in 2006. In addition, 2016 saw him being awarded the Art Service Accolade. And again, this is because he was pioneering, groundbreaking work. And as we heard from my Sabanda, so many people in our culture went to him to hear what was next, to seek guidance. And this is a true champion of our work. His works inspired and are still inspiring and shall inspire many, many more generations to come. He is leaving a legacy of importance and giving us a time to acknowledge the importance of culture and heritage here in Zimbabwe. He was therefore critical and crucial in the training of many practitioners on the matters of intangible cultural heritage. He was therefore the chairman of the National Intangible Cultural Heritage Committee, reporting to the minister, and at a ministry we have lost an invaluable asset, and we are truly sad. He also stood as an appointed ambassador of Zimbabwe to UNESCO, and we've heard today that not just from UNESCO, but many other points of contact throughout the industry, internationally, he will be sorely missed. His works brought many smiles, and as heard previously, they really got us thinking and asking questions, which is what art and culture should do. It should allow for a nation to look at itself in the mirror and realize where it wants to go. I think at this juncture, it's important to remember those questions that he asked in those plays of who are we and where do we see ourselves going in this next very important chapter. We've heard from many speakers the love that he had for our culture, the love that he had for Zimbabwe, and it is now up to us to make him proud as we move forward. I would like to say thank you to the professor from Zambia for joining us here today, and to Zambia for hosting the memorial that they will be hosting on Saturday. We really do need to listen more to our artists, our icons, and our legends. And it's too late to be awarding such significance to a man who brought so many things to the forefront of our culture. He will be sorely missed by our ministry. We thank the family very, very much for sharing him with us. He was a true icon, a true hero, and he will be sorely missed. We pray that his dear soul rests in eternal peace, and we thank him for his extreme hard work. It has not gone unnoticed. As I was reading through the program, and I saw that incredible, passionate picture of Baba Steve, it really resonated well. I think everyone would want us to remember him like this, to remember the different things that he has left with us. I loved the phrase, rise above the mud. I think that really sits well, especially with me today, on a day where there's been a lot going on in our sporting world, in our artist world. I think that is very pertinent. So, with all of that being said, it's just now time to say goodbye, thank you, and we will make sure that we honor you in a way that you will be celebrating with the rest of our icons looking over us. Thank you.